So, my shaman friend at home came over last night, and he was doing healing work and ceremony on me and singing, which is phenomenal. Like, I've never had a one-on-one shaman experience before like that, and let alone from someone who's so well known for singing, and it just is mind-blowing. But we also discovered something really shitty last night, is that in the bedroom that I have all darkened out, underneath my futon mattress, luckily I have coconut fiber underneath it, but the floor's wet, all wet, like a good chunk of that whole back area. So something, and it's been cold up here in Prescott, so I'm wondering if a pipe broke or something. So unfortunately, I had to end my journey early. This would be my second day, so I'd have today and tomorrow left, and then coming out Friday morning, but instead, here I am. So normally Thomas and would be recording me and doing a sound bowl healing, welcoming, helping me kind of reiterate. So instead I get to do it myself. So I had to quickly sneak and see where the play button was. So I'm trying to get used to oh my god, it's so bright just taking that off. Darkness is a hell of a thing. Last night we came up with the realization between me and my brother home, and he was doing a shamanic journey too. And we both come to the realization of there are spiritual practices implied to like push ourselves and challenge ourselves, and it's good to do those. But how necessary is it to do it all the time? Why can't what we've already learned be enough? Or, like in this case, Mama Creator is literally saying, "You're done. There's no more." And I was really, really struggling last night, full-on panic attacks, freaking out, and had to make a couple phone calls to connect and just connect. And then when Home came over last night and did all of his healing work, that helped a lot. It's funny, even after a day, the light brings tears. Pay attention to little things that you don't normally pay attention to. Reflections, intensity, feel. I'm really bummed I'm not going to try to be able to make it for the other 2 days. But again, I'm learning too that sometimes when we do ceremony, it's for ourselves. You know, and you go around in the world a lot of places, and the ceremonies are very strict. You do this, 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 and this, and this, and this, and if you can't comply, then you don't get to participate. And I can respect that. I really can. There's reasons why that's all done that way. However, for me, I've always liked experimenting and creating new ways of being and doing. So part of me is kind of curious. Like last night when Home came over, we did a cannabis ceremony. And cannabis is also known as Santa Maria, who's also known as Master Mary Magdalene. Oh, look at that, chemtrails. First thing I get to see is fucking chemtrails. Why don't we all gather together and stop this? Like, anyways. So we did a cannabis, and that was pretty intense. It was beautiful. It was a good ceremony. My neighbors upstairs probably don't think so, but I apologize. I will be apologizing to them thoroughly. So I'm just making a quick video about this now. I'm gonna make another video of what the setup looks like before I start having to pull out the bed and all the things. So it's unfortunate, but again, we can't control. The biggest thing for me throughout this is control. My panic attacks were based around control, and I can't control what's going to happen. I mean, I got a head cold right when this started, so I was miserable. That first night, my head was throbbing so bad, I couldn't even see where ibuprofen was, nothing. I couldn't, it was just, the last couple of days has just been shit. So, it's interesting. It's just more realizing that we can't control anything by how we react. Pivot when we need to pivot. Have gratitude when we need gratitude. Make precise movements when we need to make movements. Action. But the realization that really hit me hard is that really I did this for two reasons. One, to prove to my ex that I could do it, who's not even talking to me anymore. So it makes no logical sense. She doesn't even want to be my friend, so why would I try to prove myself to someone who doesn't care? And that shook me hard and reminded me that I didn't know what my why was, why my intentions were to really go in there. My intentions were like kind of generic. It's just like trying to figure out what's blocking me from moving forward, where do I need to go next, and all the things. So, but what I learned instead is I really do need to reevaluate my thoughts. I mean, I thought I was doing pretty good at focusing on just myself and moving forward. But even leaving here in this town, I'm leaving because of her. And I need to change that story to I'm leaving because my next adventure is not in this town. Even though I've helped create a men's group, I have brothers here, I have cool female goddess friends. Like, I could build something here, but it's not my path. So I'm not sure. It's interesting. But yeah. So when I realized that, I also realized, why do I put myself through so much discomfort to prove to myself I could do something? And there's certain things, like, I'm realizing I push myself in the gym, I push myself with creativity, I push myself in a lot of ways. So I don't necessarily have to be like, that's the other thing, is I feel like to be a spiritual teacher, I need to be able to say I've done ayahuasca 23 times or 30 times. I've been in the jungles, I've done this, I've done that. It's almost like you almost feel like you need a resume. And then I realized that that's all bullshit, because we're the resumes. What I have to offer and teach people is what I've been through and my perspectives. And I'm good at it from what I hear. I'm still working on the confidence of it and finding my voice. But I know how to hold space for people. I know how to love. I know how to love. Anyone who's been in my world knows how much I know how much I love. So I think that's about it for now. The sun is amazing. It's like glowing. It's so bright. It looks like crystals shining so bright through the trees. Wow. Now I can't see. It's been a journey, and I'm grateful for what I did. I'm gonna have to have gratitude for the time that I did have, and not judge myself, not feel like it's weakness that I had to stop, because my bedroom is flooding. I really have no choice. So, and I can't deal with that and not see anything. And chance, mold, and all the things, So, that's okay. I knew the ceremony was going to be what it was going to be, and designed for me in particular, and it was. So I feel like I got what I needed. And I can always do it again in the future if I really choose to. Two ravens just flew over. Unan and Munin. Odin's ravens. Mahalo. Alright, I'm done. Peace and love to you all.